Okay, here we have a Holley 600 with a manual choke. While he's filming all those things for you to look at, and I hope he leaves it on there long enough for you to read it if you're a slow reader like I am. Let me tell you about these 600 manual chokes. They come with a lot of different numbers right here. Don't make any difference. What you're looking for is 600. The only thing different could be this one here has a universal linkage, and you could put Ford bolt-on, Chrysler bolt-on, or GM. This particular one, but they got different numbers. This one here happens to have external float adjustments, so you can adjust your float. Some of them do, some of them don't. But this is 600 vacuum secondary. Now let me tell you what these carburetors. A lot of guys use these to replace the old dump truck carburetors that's got governors and school buses. Now, if you do that, we cannot accept your old governor carburetor, you know, with all that big mechanism, because we have no way to check them. We have no way to duplicate the suction of the engine, so we don't sell them, we don't rebuild them, we don't do anything with them. So you can't send in your old governor core. Here's where all your trouble is with carburetors nowadays. Right there. See that right there? 3 pounds pressure. See, if we told everybody all the secret, they would all go get road pressure regulators like that Holley right there and put it on their car, and we'd never get a rebuild job. Because that'll fix 90% of them if the carburetor's decent condition. But if it's all dirty and everything else and has never been alcohol proofed, it has to have Viton needles, which is tips that are alcohol resistant. It has to be rebuilt anyway. But it ain't going to run good. It will not run good. You'll be sending it back, cussing at us on the phone, telling us how your mechanic's been in business 30 years and he knows all about them. Well, the truth of the matter is, 30 years ago they had lead, liquid lead in the gas. And it took a lot more pressure to pump it. And you try to pump this alcohol-based stuff with that lead-powered pump, it blows right straight through there. The needles won't hold it. The floats won't hold it. So you end up with a flooding mess. And of course you blame it on everything else, and they're just like, you know, they're just like your ex-wife. They get blamed for everything. The carburetors and ex-wife, they're the cause of all of our troubles. Okay, we're going to start this thing up, show you how sweet it runs. What we're doing, we're going to shoot for a mixture over here on this computer. What I want to hit is right there at 12. Or somewhere right around there when it cranks up. This thing is idling so slow, it's just so pretty. It's just absolutely pretty. As a matter of fact, this carburetor is going to be our demonstrator carburetor that's going to go on the website. It's already, we sell lots of these. There she goes, boys. There's your little doodle daddle right there. We're going to zero it in right there. Oh my Lord. This at 16th of a turn right there. Look, that thing just runs as smooth as a sewing machine. Now we're going to start taking it up. As we increase that RPM, that mixture in that carburetor is going to start thinning out. See it? See it getting thinner? See it? You're doing about 50 miles an hour right there, about 55. Now you see what it did? At 55, that mixture went to 13 parts. The faster you go and the less load there is on there, the thinner that mixture gets, because you don't need much liquid gas. Now look, this is a beautiful electronic baked-on powder coat, but petrol, starting fluid, diesel starting fluid, propane, any kind of brake cleaner will eat that right off. If there happened to be a little fuzz overspraying it, don't worry about it. The first time you start it up, well, we've already started up and it already cleared it out. But don't spray nothing on the outside of this beautiful carburetor, because you'll have it down to bare metal and it'll start rusting again. You shouldn't put anything. You know, these carburetors, when you get them, you shouldn't be putting anything on the inside. Now, if you think you got a leak down in here, get a little can like that, put a little gasoline in it, and check it around there. And, of course, a lot of the old mechanics will tell you that it'll speed up when you put it around this shaft. That's because it's a natural, it's a mechanically created air leak to lubricate that shaft. And if you sit there and pump, gas will run out of that thing, because it's not a seal. But as soon as you start it up, it'll go right back inside. It's supposed to have about 7 thousandths run out in that shaft of free play. Otherwise, it'd freeze up and lock up. Okay, remember, If you get a hesitation in your motor, usually what it'll clear it, your timing set at 30 degrees at 3,000 RPM. Okay? All the vacuum lines hooked up, all your electronic advances hooked up. Take your motor up to 3,000, 3000, and then set your distributor till it says 30 degrees on your timing light. Lock her down and it won't have any stumbling and spitting. Before I shut my mouth off right here, once again, fuel pressure, look down there at it. 3 pounds. 3 pounds. Every person that calls up and complains about one of these carburetors, they have not looked at the videos. Every single one, without fail, they call up and say, did you read the video? Boy, you're awful rude, you're awful mean. Yeah, but did you look at the video? Yeah, because if you looked at the video, you wouldn't be talking to me. Enjoy the carburetor, have a good day.